Welcome to Private Banking Advisory. In this episode, I want to give a few opinions about gold as an investment. In these uncertain times, a lot of pundits, investment strategists point out that gold is a good alternative and that it will perform well in the next few years. At the moment, it sits just around the $2,000 per ounce barrier, and it will be really interesting whether gold is able to break through this resistance level and climb to new all-time highs. One thing one shouldn't forget is that gold has had a very good performance since the early 2000s, when the then British Finance Minister Gordon Brown decided that it would be a good idea to reduce the gold reserves in the British market. That was basically a coincidence, but at that time the gold bottomed out and has risen dramatically from the $250 per ounce level to where we are now. Some American strategists and investment advisors are not getting tired of promoting a new gold standard that should supersede the paper gold that we have in force for more than 100 years now. Another idea that might appear a little bit absurd, given that at the same time there is also a promotion of cryptocurrencies as an alternative to the paper money that is constantly losing its value. I would be very skeptical. I don't think that will happen anytime in the near or longer term future. But gold as an investment vehicle is definitely something that you should consider. The problem is it's just one of many markets that you can invest in. So if it goes from 200 to 2,200, for example, that would be a nice move. 10% is not to be disregarded. But on the other hand, there are plenty of markets where assets go up by 10%. A good company whose shares are in demand can move up 10, 20, 30, 40% in a year. So if gold goes up 20%, that is very attractive and well done if you are participating, but it's not to be considered as a separate asset, in my opinion. Looking at the last 50 plus years, gold has performed very well. It started in 1970s at the $35 per ounce level. But if you had invested in the stock market, especially in the United States, you probably would have had the same performance if you add all the dividends that you had received during that time. So gold has done well, but so have stock prices, and even property prices have done quite well. So be careful. Don't get too excited when you hear that gold is the best alternative for your investment requirements. And if you need any help in how to invest in gold, whether it's gold shares, gold ETFs, physical gold, do not hesitate to get in touch, because there are many pitfalls and you don't want to be making the wrong move and maybe even face a loss. For example, a lot of gold vendors are less than solid. You might send money and you get nothing in return, or you get gold coins or gold bars that are only gold on the outside, and inside it's worthless or relatively worthless metal to make up the required volume. So I hope that you find this interesting. It's just touching on this subject, in the surface of this subject. If you want any help, I can advise you on a reasonable per hourly consultant rate, the same level that you would pay a good doctor or a good lawyer that gives you professional service. At the same time, please give this message a like and maybe recommend it to your friends so that the channel gets a wider audience, and maybe also subscribe so that you don't miss any future messages. Thank you very much and stay safe. Bye bye.